Guys, are you ready for WWE Fast Lane today? I will be streaming. Alright, so please stay tuned. Here live, we got live. What's up, Brony? Yo, thank you for $2. I appreciate it. Welcome to the live. Yo, Minerva, we got Minerva. Right, so Minerva, Lewis, James, Clementine, Dom, Alex, the channel's Diffusing. Get ready for Fast Lane tonight. I will be streaming Fast Lane right now and SmackDown right now, okay? Okay. If you guys are excited for that, let me know down below. And thank you for subscribing, bro. I appreciate it. Hello, Carney. Hello, Carly. What's up, Lee? We got AJ. We got... Yeah, so are you ready for Fast Lane tonight? You guys ready? What's up, Danny? What's up, Danny? What's up, Danny? What's up, Jenny? Got it. Nervous, what's up? Welcome to the live stream. So let's start Fast Lane right now. 1, 2, 3. Let's start on the WWE.
We need Charlotte Flair! And now, the man wants what is rightfully hers. Becky! I told you that this was my destiny! I am the backbone of this division. Mr. is stealing my opportunity. WWE against the man, if Becky. Yes, my knee is damaged, but damaged people, they have nothing left to lose. Oh, you got nothing to lose? Come on, girl, fight me! Fight me! You my friend. Taking my dream away from me.
Let's be very clear, if Becky Lynch is not successful here tonight, her momentum will be over. Her dream of main eventing WrestleMania will be over. I want to pull a quote out of that package that we just heard from Becky Lynch. My ribs may be bruised. Yes, my arm was almost broken last night. And yes, my knee is damaged. But damaged people, they're the most dangerous because they have nothing left to lose. Let's start with you, Beth. When you see that everything Becky has gone through the last couple of months, what do you make of what she has to accomplish here tonight?
I mean, Becky said it, you know, she has nothing to lose and everything to gain. This has been her lifelong dream, to be not just a part of WrestleMania, but to be a main event at WrestleMania, have an opportunity to hold gold in the WWE, to be a future Hall of Famer. And I think Becky has had a rough go of it lately. She's dealt with injury. She's being held down by the politics around her. And on top of that, she's got two incredible competitors that have been standing in her way. Becky's got all the odds against her. But again, she's hungrier than anybody I've ever seen. And I could just see tonight being Becky's night.
That's ridiculous. I mean, she's got literally everything to lose. Everything that you just said, she's got to lose. She may have a bad knee, but she's still got everything to lose. Becky is as vulnerable as she's ever been. There's nothing to gain and everything to lose.
I think what Beth is saying is that everything she's gone through, I don't know how many people really expect her, and clearly not 100%, to beat one of the greatest women that this division has ever seen.
But she's already entitled to this prize that she's fighting for because of the Royal Rumble win.
No, you're right. You guys are actually both right. Everything Becky has gone through leads up to this. This is a must-win tonight. She has to win this. Otherwise, everything goes away. Now, that being said, she signed this hold harmless agreement. So, in my legal opinion, I would say that was probably a bad idea. But in my personal opinion, I get it. She has to do this. Because if you think about it, her knee, eventually that injury will heal up. But her crushed dreams, that's never going to heal.
Quickly, let's look at this from Charlotte's perspective. There's a lot of pressure on her. She does not want to go to WrestleMania worrying about two of the greatest women in the world. She only needs to worry about one, so she needs to win tonight too, in my opinion.
Well, I mean, if she could take out Charlotte, she's the one with nothing to lose here. She's already in the match regardless. She didn't even win the Royal Rumble. She's not entitled to this match. It was given to her. Whether she wins or loses tonight, she's going to WrestleMania. If anybody is not going to take this seriously, it's Charlotte.
Okay, plenty more coming up on that throughout the hour here on the Kickoff Show. Let's stay with the women who are making headlines. Last month at the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view, Sasha and Bayley, well, they made history, becoming the first ever WWE Women's Tag Team Champions. But after this match was over, the emotions, they couldn't contain them.
How hard we fought to get these. We don't just do this for us. We don't just do this for you. We do this for everybody in the back, this women's division. Just the beginning of more change to come. Because we're here for a purpose, and we are going to continue to do what we love and do what we do best. And that's why we are the Boss and Hug Connection, your new WWE Tag Team Women's Champions.
That was such a emotional night, not only to make history, but to do it inside that diabolical chamber, to go through all those different teams. But now, reality sets in, right? And you've got to face Nia Jax and Tamina tonight in your very first defense.
Hey, I mean, it's the age-old cliche, you know, getting the championship, getting to that moment isn't as hard as keeping it. And
well, hello.
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 How are you?
Well, look who it is. Look who it is.
How you doing, buddy? I'm good. How are you?
Good to see ya. No, good to see you. Great to see ya. David, how you doing down there? All right.
Doing well.
Good. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the Iconics have joined us here at a very apropos time. We were just talking about the women's tag team titles.
Right.
Sasha and Bayley, you've got to respect what they've done.
They're here.
Yeah,
They
are here. Yes.
They're at Barclays.
They are here.
Yes.
We've been looking for them all over. Couldn't find them at all.
Are you sure? I mean, they're pretty easy to find. I mean,
They're on Raw every single week.
yeah.
Who asked you anything? We're at SmackDown Live, though. They promised to defend across all three brands at SmackDown Live. They have not once shown up. Have you seen them on SmackDown Live?
Well, you do raise a good point. You raise a good point.
I know.
Okay, let me ask you this, because clearly you're out here almost calling out Sasha and Bailey, I would say. Would that be fair?
Yeah.
Okay, so if Nia Jax and Tamina are successful here tonight, would you call them out in the same fashion?
I don't think we need to A, ask that question, or B, answer it. To be honest, I think we just need
So
to
no,
stay
probably
by.
not.
You need to be quiet down there.
What it comes down to is the fact that we
I like them.
are the future.
And the future is iconic.
Wow.
Yeah, very good. If you want to find the tag team champions, though, maybe you should go to Raw and actually tell them that you're.
Okay, we do the same thing to Sam, so thank you for doing it for us.
You're popular with them.
Before we get out of here, will you give us a prediction on tonight's match? First title defense for Sasha and Bailey, please.
Oh, I mean, what are you thinking? Because we always do the same thing.
I'm thinking Boston Hug.
I'm thinking Boston Hug as well.
I think that would be in your best interest, because then...
Don't you tell me what my best interests are.
What'd you say to her?
It was actually a compliment to you two, but clearly you're not going to let me finish, so...
What'd you say to her?
No, I said it was in your best interest. I said thank you.
Coach, look me in the eyes. Look me in the eyes right now. What'd you say?
I said thank you.
You're damn right you said thank you.
And what'd you say to me, you foolish man?
Thank you.
Thank you, you're welcome.
Yeah, you foolish man.
The Iconics.
Quiet down. Hey.
I feel like Sam for a second. Ladies and gentlemen,
I need you to be
the
quiet, too.
Iconics. All right, let's stay with the women's division, who has been dominating as of late. 3 weeks ago on SmackDown Live, Mandy Rose, who's really been on a tear as of late, well, she, I think in some people's opinion, shocked the world when she was victorious after feigning an eye injury against Asuka. And I think she showed us all that night. She's willing to do whatever it takes to get the job done.
Well, she's learning how to win, right, Beth?
Yeah, I mean, she's learning how to take an opportunity, which is so huge in the women's SmackDown title picture.
But then last week on SmackDown Live, guess who was waiting for Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose? A little comeuppance, if you will.
And that's the last person you want to give you a comeuppance, I would imagine.
I mean, let's keep in mind why Asuka is the SmackDown Live Women's Champion. She's no joke.
No, she made Becky Lynch tap at the Royal Rumble. She's earned that title. But I'll tell you, watching SmackDown over the last 3 weeks, I never would have thought that this quickly I would believe that Mandy Rose is a credible threat to Asuka's title reign, but all of a sudden, she is.
I think that's a great word, is credible, because I think all the people in this building and around the WWE Universe truly believe that Mandy Rose's time has arrived much sooner than expected.
You know, Mandy's done a great job of taking opportunities as they come and really doing her homework, developing her style, and I mean, this could be her moment tonight.
All right, well, right now, standing by backstage, Kayla Braxton is with some very interested performers.
Please welcome the woman who could perhaps become the new SmackDown Women's Champion tonight after her match with Asuka, Mandy Rose.
What's up, guys?
Mandy, you've defeated Asuka in the past, but some are saying you only did so because you fabricated an eye injury. Now, judging by Asuka's attack on you last Tuesday, it seems like that only motivated her more. So, are you worried that winning tonight is a long shot?
Kayla, I'm sorry, you forgot to mention that Asuka was the one that attacked Sonya and I from behind. Clearly, I'm in her head. And it's like she's just desperately trying to gain advantage whatever way she can. I mean, I'm sorry, but I think it's Asuka, the one that has the long shot chance to win. And this is the biggest night of Mandy's career. She's strategic, she's focused. And now, she has the mental edge.
Mandy.
He speaks.
I do a lot of things, except properly introduce myself. I'm EC3. I currently reside between Raw and SmackDown Live, and I'm a little hot commodity. Something you know a little bit about.
I'm sorry, so we wait months to hear you speak or really say anything, and that's your opener?
There's more where that came from.
Lame.
Oh, yep.
Mandy wasn't put on this earth to flirt with a human tanning bed. Mandy has her eye on the prize tonight, and I hate to break it to you, bro, but
It ain't you. Take a hike. You can leave now. Weirdo.
I would dare say that EC3 has probably never been spoken to by a woman like that.
I mean, you gotta give the guy credit. I mean, he was shooting a shot.
He was shooting a shot.
Yeah.
Lame. He was lame, guys.
I don't know.
Come on.
The way Mandy was looking at him. Yeah, Mandy was looking. I saw.
All right, we're seeing a lot of unexpected things so far today here in Cleveland. Before we even get to Fastlane tonight, 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific, right here on the WWE Network. Something that also happened backstage earlier today. Well, let's just take you back. This is courtesy of WWE.com.
I'm trying to get enough signatures for a petition to get R-Truth the United States title opportunity, since there aren't automatic rematches and
Rey Mysterio and Andrade coming up tonight at WWE Fastlane.
Man.
Well, fans continue to file in here to the queue. We are under 40 minutes from WWE Fastlane Live tonight, right here on the WWE Network, 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific, and what an emotional night this is sure to be. It's the return to his hometown of The Miz. Let's take you back to the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view last month, and the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, McMiz, Shane O'Mac, and The Miz, and it looked like at this point they had it in control, but then in a very, very quick counter, the Usos got the job done.
Boom. That's why they're so good. That's why the Usos are so good. That's why they're the champions.
Well, The Miz can't believe it. It's been such a fun ride with him, his father, and then last week on SmackDown Live. Well, Miz taking on Jey Uso, and thanks to his partner and new best friend, Shane O'Mac, neutralizing the outside, The Miz able to get the job done. If this happens here tonight, McMiz will regain
a lot of set decoration there. A lot of set decoration with that one.
But here's the thing, there is nothing like true emotion when it comes to family and returning to your hometown, and that's exactly what The Miz is going to do here tonight. Now, before we talk about that, we need to welcome our newest member of the panel. He's a 9-time tag team champion, host of the ENC podcast. He's a host on the History Channel. What else have you done?
The Edge and Christian show, The Total Reeks of Awesomeness on the WWE Network.
That too. Ladies and gentlemen, Christian.
What's up, baby boy?
What's up?
Over Christian.
Oh, baby boy.
It's good to be here, Sam. We've met a couple times.
We have.
But you know what? I've always wanted to share space with Bob Ross. Now you've painted this little masterpiece right here. You put a little charisma up here in the corner.
Yeah, I did.
David, good to see you. What did you say? I had like 20-something championships or
something like that, yeah.
Yeah, that's more championships than David's had matches in his career, I think.
I think that's true.
I'm a fan of your work. I'm a fan of your work.
My God.
Good to be here, guys.
My God, I guess
Christian, let's start with you. And it's very rare when a superstar can come home and they can perform in their home. That's exactly what The Miz is going to do here tonight. Yeah. Do you think the emotion of the home crowd, of his father in the building, of all these different things can help them succeed?
I don't know. I think it's a distraction. I think right now it's a distraction that he doesn't need. I mean, if you looked at his father, I mean, if you wonder why